Namaste, Vitruvians, and welcome to a special Saturday episode of Spotlight. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? At least it's good morning out here in California. But hello, community. Hello, Nick. How's
Yeah,
everybody doing? It's great to see everybody. Thanks for
I
joining us on this special spotlight for the Sat. I think it's the first time we've ever done it on a Saturday.
I think we broke a trend, but for a good reason, and we'll have some fun today. I think it's great to see
Mhm.
all our friends here today. So good to see so many familiar faces from our community. Welcome and thank you for joining us here today. So it's 11:30 p.m. for me, Mike. So I'm at the tail end of my day here, but still excited. You know what? Gotta hit the chai. That always helps. All right. So we got a special format here today. We got our usual updates, and then maybe we have some other interesting topics to talk about.
Mhm.
So I think we can dive right into it. Yeah. So
Let's do it.
let me add my screen here. Here we go. All right, let's get going, everybody. Welcome to this special Saturday Vitruveo Spotlight. This is season 5, episode 11. It's December 14th, 2024. I'm Nick Kalyani, founder and CEO, and with me is Mike Purdy, COO. And in the Spotlight, we review all the exciting things that happened in the prior week and also talk about some amazing new things that are going to happen in the forthcoming weeks. So with that, let's get going. So the first thing we want to talk about here is the fact is a couple of updates that you might have seen on the site. The first is the dashboard. If you haven't visited Scope, please do. We've got a really nice live dashboard there that shows Vitro pricing. A lot of people have asked for that, and we try to make it more visually interesting. This is a live snapshot. It updates every 15 to 20 seconds. If you just have this on your desktop here, you will know everything that's important to know about Vitruveo. So we paid special attention to make sure that we call out all the different categories of balances, including lock balances, contract balances, and reserve balances. And we'll continue to update. There's going to be more updates here, especially once rebasing kicks in. You're going to see more rebase-oriented stats and things like that. But for now, this is what we got. And let's actually check live and see what the deal is here. Looks like the yeah, looks like the price went up since I took that screenshot. That's great. 24 cents. Nice. All right. Okay. Next up, I have been working diligently. I must say, extra diligently on getting the calculator up, and I am pleased to report that it is now in the final stages of sort of testing. It's come a long way. Turned out to be a complex thing, and but it's finally working. It's all live. The numbers are not quite there yet, which is why it's still in beta and has not been released. But you'll see all the information that you've ever wanted to see, and we'll try and make some of this information also visually interesting, so it's not just a sea of numbers. But that might happen in like version v.next. But you'll be able to see and project your income for 5 years. You'll be able to see the price trending for Vitru and Vitro. You'll be able to see the wallet, your wallet, and how it changes based on unstaking and rebasing and things like that. And then you'll be able to forecast your total wallet income. And you also have revenue trends for the three verticals we have. And you'll be able to do what if simply by moving sliders around. In addition, all these numbers, they are live. They come from your wallet, your connected wallet. But you're free to do what if analysis on these. You can change these numbers, and the data will update accordingly. And you can always hit the icon here to reset it back to the live number. So there's a lot of interesting features here, but just gotta verify that the numbers are all accurate, and then this is ready to go, and it will appear in Scope right here as the calculator link. So that is coming up fast. All right, let's see what's next. Next is the protocol. As you know, we are targeting a protocol upgrade for specifically for rebase reset. We are a little behind schedule on that because of all the other priorities that have kind of crept up on us here. But we are still optimistic about targeting a January 1 rebase reset here. It will mean working very closely with VTech to get that upgrade deployed. It's a large deployment. There's 380 plus validators, so we can't be precise about that date because it requires everyone to update, but we're going to do our best to hit that date. All right, moving on. Finally, we have an announcement about Vitro staking. I think people have been patiently waiting for the better part of a year now to hear about this, and I'm very pleased here to talk today about a plan moving forward for Vitro staking. So here's how it's going to work. What we want to do is basically have this contract. It's already been deployed, but it needs a bit of enhancement. So we are targeting January 1 as the date for Vitro staking to begin. It's a very simple staking model. It's for minimum of 30 days. You got to stake for 30 days at least, but any more than that, it's your call. And you're going to earn rewards from every token launch project that is willing to opt in into this. And they certainly will, I think, because it's advantageous for them to have their tokens held by the OGs. And to start us off, it's going to be Liftoff Monster. They have graciously agreed to put 1.579% of all the tokens deposited of the tokens launched on there, deposited to the Vitro staking contract. There are some prerequisites in their application, and I'm sure Yamap will talk about that. But there's a bonding curve condition that's a prerequisite. So what happens is these tokens from Liftoff Monster, whatever projects there are, 1.579 flows into the Vitro staking contract, and 70% of those tokens are then distributed to all the stakers. So if you're in there and you've staked, you get a slice of that 70%. 30% of those, we are just going to do marketing promotions for community. So they come back to you anyway, but it's more through marketing channels. Now, there's one important thing about getting those tokens. Your stake must be active for the prior trailing 30 days. So this essentially disincentivizes people from staking, unstaking, etc. Just stake it and forget about it, and you keep getting every token that kind of launches. And we will look for other projects also. I'm pretty certain that other projects will want to do this, whereas they announce their tokens, that they will flow into this contract. And we are really modeling this as the future for all token projects on the chain. It's similar to Vibe revenue share. Vibe and Liftoff Monster is very gracious to do both. They're doing the Vitro contribution and also the Vibe contribution. So hats off to that team, Yamap and team. They're doing excellent. And also, as you know, Garfield's doing a lot of that also with Sabong Evolution. And so I expect that they will do something similar also. So this is great. As there are more projects that come on here, your Vitro stake is going to get you basically a cornucopia of tokens. You're going to get like a whole buffet of different tokens, and it's fun because some of them will take off, some of them may not, but you'll be in the running for it. And so this is going to be a really great way for you to benefit from your Vitro staking. Mike, do you want to add anything to that?
No, I mean, that pretty much covers it. I'm just super excited that we've finally got to the point where we can add some clarity on our plan for Vitro. Obviously, there's more things to come, such as yield farming and LP pools and stuff like that. But this is going to be so incredible once we get everything up and running. So I'm excited. And as a large Vitro holder, I'm super excited to experience, just all those different tokens that are going to flow in. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Phantom asked some questions about, if you can continuously add, or it'll be, stakes, etc. I'm not prepared to answer that question yet because we are finalizing the staking model on it. The contract is deployed because we needed to have it deployed in order for Liftoff Monster to be able to do their thing. but the staking part is going to be added in the next week or so. And so we'll answer your questions in the next spotlight and get those finalized. All right, moving along. Next thing is verse minting. Last week we had announced that it would be done in the prior week, but we've had to delay that a little bit. The contract is ready, but we had to push back the minting because we are doing an alternate program launch, which we'll talk about today, and it's going to be active in the next 70 days. Also, very specifically, we saw a number of community questions around the business model, the revenue model, and the calculator integration. We're going to make sure that all of those are done before you hit that mint page, so you have all your answers ready. So apologize for the delay, but we needed to do something bigger, and I had to push that back a little bit. All right, moving along to the exhibit roadmap, I just wanted to highlight 3 key projects, 3 key initiatives that are being worked on. I'm very pleased to report that Art Cards is on track for a December 23rd release. We have a sort of a developer grade demo ready. It's not beautiful. It has, random artworks, etc. But I felt it would be cool to kind of show it to you because the team has made such excellent progress in just a very short amount of time. So I'm going to show it to you. This is not the final release. The final release is going to be much beautiful UI, cleaner artwork, etc., etc. But you can see here, this is, as I mentioned, sort of dummy artwork. But what we have is a 4-step process here on Art Cards, where you choose an artwork, then you go ahead and choose a layout, and we're going to have a lot of different holiday cards here. There's 3 ones here, but you can see that preview. You can choose the preview of whichever one you like. I'm going to choose this one, and it comes up with the preview there, and it lets you customize your message. I'm going to say here, hello, Vitruveo community. This is still in development, by the way, folks, so it's not a done deal. Happy holidays, love. And you can see it updates there in real time there, and you can choose some fonts and things like that. We're still working through this, guys, but I was so excited about the work that's been done that I want to show this to you. Next, you go on to putting email addresses of whoever you want. So I'm going to send something to you, Mike at zzzzz.com, boom, etc. And you can get all of that done, and then you hit send. You can also copy the link to it to put on your iMessage or other things like that, and get those cards sent. So our goal here with this project, just to refresh everyone's mind, is to promote artworks and artists. It is not about making money. It is first and foremost getting artworks, getting artists' names out there, and we'll follow up shortly with the next iteration of Art Cards, which will have monetization in the form of an offer to print that artwork, on an object or something like that. So it's coming together really, really well. I'm very happy with the progress. We put it together in record time. So kudos to the team on that. True is also coming along really, really well. And I'm going to show you how it works right now. We are targeting January week 1 for the first release of it, but it is actually in QA right now. So you could go look at it. And it is also integrated with on-chain contracts. So we've got the scoring system going here, etc. And we've got a new profile system. We have not finished building, but we are working on it. So if you note here on True, and by the way, this is on QA, so it's a little bit slow. And to add to it, it's my bandwidth also. So if you note this here, we are at 200 because I've got a vault. I've already got a vault in my account, and so it's got a 200 score. I go to profile here, and let me go ahead and add my profile link. I don't have a profile link, so I'm going to add my Twitter link. We are going to have profile link validation, so it will be it will look for more detailed information there. I saved it successfully, and if I go to True now, it takes a little bit of time to react, but we should see that update happen here. Come on, let's go. Demos are slow, but you can also see, if you go to testnet right now, you can see that there are transactions, live transactions coming in. So you'll see these True transactions that are there. So there we go. 23 seconds ago, there's a True transaction that came in. And so this is all on chain. This is all live. And what did we do? We added an attribute. So we've got that done. And if I if I come back here to my true level, I should be able to see that the score has changed also. So we've got well, it's not updated yet, but it takes a little bit of time because it has to catch up with the blockchain there. But you can see that the transaction did happen. And again, this is still in development, but you can see that we've got real decentralized measurement of an artist scores, artist profiles here going on. So really excited about that. And finally, stores is coming together. I demoed it last time. We are putting the finishing touches on that, and we are staggering sort of these launches because it is going to take us some time to educate everybody on it, etc. So we are targeting stores for January week 3, but we'll probably have the beta live even before that, so people can start trying it out. So there's a lot of activity going on with Exhibit, and looks like art cards will kick things off here, and then in January it's going to be an amazing month of these two primary releases, but we'll also have other things that we've been cooking that we will release for you. All right, moving along, but first a sip of chai. All right, I see some questions here and some comments. Oh yeah, there is going to be a flashlight on December 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific about art cards. So please join us then, because we are ready to roll out the art cards license. So that's going to be available to artists, so they can start selecting which artworks they want to have available on art cards. So that's coming up. There is a comment here from Rohan on charging. We are very careful to not add friction, or at the moment. In the future, we might do things, but our goal is to make art cards super simple. If you have an email address, you're good to go. That's all we want it to be for right now, but we will extend it in the future. All right, let's continue now with community projects. So over to you, Mike, to talk about some of these.
Let's do it. Okay, guys, let's talk about Launch Monster. Let's go to the next slide. We'll go one more, Nick. So, as you know, Max, who's a member of our community, launched a token launchpad, which is a really, really, really interesting concept, and it's going to be a huge value to the ecosystem. Just a couple of updates. We had him on last week in order to reveal the platform, but we do have an update. So I want to share a couple of these updates, and we've got a few surprises. So the first off is Launch Monster is about to go live. So that's something that's very, very exciting. The domain liftoff.monster is ready to dominate the space, and the countdown is ready. So he states that we will initiate the countdown any moment now, and within a few seconds we'll be live, which is super exciting. So let's do a couple of updates. In terms of the charts, Max states that we've configured the trading charts to ensure seamless functionality from the start. And exciting news, we've just been granted access to the updated advanced trading charts. These will roll out as soon as possible, giving everyone superior trading experience. So stay tuned on that. In terms of community engagement, less than 24 hours ago, they released a competition tweet, and the results are in. Over 200 entries. A big congratulations to our winner, who correctly answered 27% Vibe rev share, which is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, that is just absolutely blow away. So thank you, Max, aka Yamap, for that contribution. As you know, Vibe is our revenue engine for our native projects on chain, even though Liftoff Monster is not per se a native application of Vitruveo. It's a third-party app. But all percentage of the revenue that goes into Vibe is distributed amongst our early holders. And it's just, that equates a huge amount of volume. So we're definitely excited about that. So we'll go next. And prepare yourself for the start of something monumental. The team has worked tirelessly to bring you this revolutionary launchpad, and the countdown begins now. 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. It should be live. So go check it out. Go support the system. And if we go next, Nick, you're welcome to go to the website. You can join them on Telegram as well as Discord to stay abreast of all new development updates and get involved in the community. So yeah, so that's an update on Liftoff Monster. It should be up pretty quick. So go check it out after the live.
All
So
right.
we'll go next, Nick.
That's
Yeah.
great. All right. Now this is where we've covered all the standard updates. But wait, there's more. This is exciting. But before I go there, I see a lot of questions here. I want to make sure that there aren't any that are pertaining to this, because we are not coming back to some of these topics in a bit. So let me just handle a couple of these questions. Art cards questions, I'm going to defer to our flashlight on the 17th. But other than that, are there any other questions? Let's see. Yeah, most of them are art cards questions. And in a nutshell, people, you will be able to add your existing artworks, even if they are sold. You'll be able to add this license. And this is an opt-in promotion. There is no money exchanged, and it's your investment to promote yourself. If you don't want to do it, it's perfectly okay. All right, let's talk about this now. This is really exciting. But before I go into the actual topic here, I want to give you some background. So let's talk a little bit about the Wrap Vitru token. It's been a while since we introduced it, and it might not be clear to some people why we even have this Wrap Vitru token now that everyone's using it, right? We've got it on our DEX, and people are trading with it, etc. Well, it fundamentally exists because on any DEX and a SEX, we cannot handle rebasing coins. What happens is rebasing causes the supply to increase dynamically. And what that does is it breaks the coin pricing. Supply increasing dynamically is nothing novel by itself. Of course, if you go and mint a bunch of coins, you would be able to increase that dynamically. But the thing that happens here that's unique and novel and different is that it happens in place, in situ, in your wallet or in your contract, without any interaction whatsoever. It just happens. Most of the time, rebasing is done by smart contracts, and there has to be a transaction that triggers that. And then what happens is that people get more coins. But what happens in this case with Vitruveo is that the coins that you have multiply, and you get more coins in there. So it's a technicality, but it's different. Anyway, what Wrap Vitru does is ensure that as there's rebasing, that there's no direct price impact. What's going to happen is that there will be an indirect price impact because the change in total supply, right? The total supply went up, so the market might react differently. The key differentiator here is it's a market reaction versus an algorithm reaction. And I see YMAP there saying live, so that's great, fantastic. So the rule of thumb is this: if it's on a DEX or a SEX, it's not Vitru coin, and it will not rebase. So just keep that in mind, because we are approaching the point right now where we're going to reset the protocol, and rebasing is going to start happening regularly. And so I don't want anyone to be surprised when they find out that their Wrap Vitru is not rebasing. That's the whole point of it. It is designed to take away from the rebasing, so you have a token that can be safely traded on a DEX or a SEX. All right, so that's the background there. I want to give you some other background also on something that some of you might have heard of, but some of you may not have. And the background is I want to talk about what is called twin pairs. So in crypto, twin pairs of coins or tokens are basically where a protocol has a different coin or token. So Wrap Vitru is in fact a type of twin pair, but it's there to expand the liquidity. So twin pairs normally exist on multiple chains, and they maximize trading activity. What they do is they bring us diverse user bases because they reach different demographics, and they leverage the strength of different chains. They also make it more efficient for trading because it reduces the friction that and allows users to trade on their preferred chains directly. You don't have to keep switching between chains to trade a certain kind of coin. You might like the coin, but you don't have to switch your chain for that. And ultimately, it also increases the scope of the token, which means increased token utility. So it means more use cases of that coin or the token, from DeFi to gaming, etc., because now it's spread out across the multi-chain universe. Also, it makes it interoperable. It makes it seamless to transfer funds across chains, and that's good. It also reduces the dependence on one chain. So if there are high fees on a certain chain, you might trade its twin on another chain. And ultimately, there is a growing trend of recognizing that all blockchains are kind of interconnected, and people are doing more than just bridges to make seamless transition between chains. Ultimately, it ensures that there is project continuity if there is an issue with the chain. So that's kind of the background on twin pairs. Now let's talk a little bit about how this context of wrap Vitru and the twin pairs impact us. So right now, what we have on our chain, Vitruveo, we have a coin. This is the native coin, Vitru, that's used to pay for gas and is a native utility coin of our chain. And then we have wrap Vitru, which is a token. Now, what this does from a marketing standpoint is just confuses people a little bit because they don't know what is the purpose of wrap Vitru. And this is something that we have wanted to address, and now that we are getting really neck deep into marketing, as we're gonna talk about a little bit, this is an issue that we wanted to resolve. So the way we have planned to resolve this is by using a bridge. So what we are doing is introducing a bridge so that the Vitru coin can manifest itself on other chains. So this bridge is going to come alive at bridge.vitruveo.xyz. It's not live at the moment, but it will. And what we want to do is create a twin pair of Vitru on other chains. All right. So this twin pair, we want to call it the Vitru token. So now you have a Vitru coin, which is on Vitruveo, the native coin, but on other chains, you'll also have the Vitru token and not the wrap Vitru. The wrap Vitru will exist on our chain because it's necessary. It is not possible for us to have a Vitru coin and a Vitru token on Vitruveo. It would be very confusing. But on other chains, the Vitru token will represent the Vitruveo coin. And because it's bridged, it will work just fine. How does the bridge work? Very simple. When you want to transfer your Vitru coin to another chain, you bridge it, which essentially locks that coin or that set of coins, whatever the number might be, into a smart contract. And then on the other chain, they manifest themselves. They are minted as Vitru tokens. And the supply has not changed because on Vitruveo, it's been locked and there's a token. So if you add up the Vitru coins and tokens across all chains, the supply will still be the same, because in effect, the ones that are bridge locked have no possibility of being unlocked unless there's the Vitru token burnt on one of the chains, in which case it will be unlocked on our chain. So with that background, what do we want to do about this? Well, we want to kick off our multi-chain strategy. And I'm very pleased to report that our first chain is going to be Binance Smart Chain. We're going to bridge over and create a Vitru token on the Binance Smart Chain and get that going. But we want to do more. I'm very pleased to announce that tomorrow we are going to launch the Vitru token paired with the BNB coin on PancakeSwap. You're going to be able to start trading, and everybody is able to start trading. That happens tomorrow. So there's going to be a bridge. You're going to be able to take your Vitru coins. You're going to be able to make them into Vitru tokens and trade them freely with this pair that's there on PancakeSwap. So get your BNB ready, folks. Get your Vitru ready for and head over to PancakeSwap tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST. We'll probably do a flashlight at that exact time, so we can start looking at things going on, etc. And we'll provide more information about the pair, etc. But you'll be able to find it pretty easily. But this is really, really exciting news. This begins our multi-chain journey, and more importantly, we've talked about sex listing, etc. And what this is a preemptive way for us to get there. So we've got our decks going. We removed the circuit breaker. Things are going really well there. And now we thought, well, why don't we build on that momentum? So here we go. Pancake. Mike, over to you. What do you say?
Yeah. So about that, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We've been trying to keep this under wraps for the past, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We've been planning this out. It was really critical for us to establish a floor rate on our native decks. Now that we were comfortable and we processed a lot of the staking, that we were really trying to kind of purify the circulating supply, the active supply. We're comfortable with where we are now. So now it's time to take it to phase two, which is list it on PancakeSwap and make it tradable to the public. At that point, we can then start marketing, and all of this is a build up to our tier two sex list. We were a little hesitant about wanting to go directly into the tier two list just because there's just too much uncertainty with that. And we really wanted to take a more logical, systematic approach, something that's a little more conservative in order to be responsible to the protocol, to the coin. And we figured out that this was going to be the best way to grow organically and responsibly. And I'm just thrilled. I'm super thrilled. I'm so excited. Yeah.
I'm
So
beyond excited
that's what
too.
I think. Yeah.
It's a huge milestone for us. But wait, there's even more. We couldn't stop right there, right? That was great, but we can't stop right there. Yes, folks, there's gonna be a bridge to Ethereum also, and we're gonna have a Vitru token on Ethereum. And I'm very pleased to announce that on December 25th, happy holidays, folks, you're gonna have Vitru token on Uniswap also. So just 10 days from now, it's gonna be there. So we're gonna have Vitru token on Binance Smart Chain. We're gonna have Vitru token on Uniswap on the Ethereum chain also. So this is gonna be great, and it's gonna be a great December. Really, really excited about all of this, and this all kicks off tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. we launch the bridge, and you can start bridging your Vitru tokens over and start having some fun. So super excited. I'm glad the community is excited about this. I'm very, very happy to be doing this. And we needed to build confidence in our ability to bridge. We've been doing that with USDC now. It has worked stellarly. The team at VA Labs, they've created a great bridge. It works really well. So really, really happy. Just remember the difference, folks. Vitru token on other chains, Vitru coin on Vitruveo. Vitru coin rebases, Vitru token never rebases. That's basically the only thing you need to remember. Vitru token never rebases. But and these are the two big ones. Of course, we will keep adding more. Our goal is to really add to multi chains, and of course, our plans for our January centralized exchange listings are coming up. We are on track for that, and everything's going. But you can see the trajectory here very clearly. We've established that the coin is tradable well on our DEX. Now we're going out to other DEXs, and then we'll go into exchanges. So everything is on track, and super excited. But all of this is moot if we can't effectively promote the token. So for that, what we want to do is make sure that there are, first of all, liquidity providers, and then we also want to talk about marketing. So let's talk about liquidity providers. We want to make sure that everyone who provides liquidity, starting with BSC, we'll also have a program for ETH, is handsomely rewarded. So if you add liquidity to PancakeSwap from December 15th to December 31st, which is basically the next 2 weeks, It's going to be Pancake Swap V3. In Pancake Swap V3, all liquidity providers get an NFT. They get an LP NFT. So all you got to do is hold your LP NFT until March 31st, 2025. So hold it for 90 days. And what you're going to do then is claim your pro rata share of this mega LP trifecta bundle that we put together. It's got 50K Vitru, 20K Verse, and 10K Vibe. And what we do on after March 31st is take all those NFTs, look at how much liquidity they've provided, and essentially divide up that bundle among all of them proportionately, right? That's important. So if you have provided more liquidity than someone else, you're going to get more of that bundle, of the mega LP trifecta bundle, than others. So we want to make sure that we really, really encourage and reward the folks in our community who are stepping up and providing liquidity. So this is a great program and a great way for you to benefit. And we hope that you'll take us up on it. All right, now let's talk about marketing. And for that, over to Mike, and I'm going to drop out here first for a moment.
Okay. So marketing. My goodness. 12 months of when marketing. Well, it's here. We've specifically been waiting on marketing for a couple of reasons. I've wrote a couple of posts on this that there has to be a really strategic way when you have a small team and you're community funded, you have a fiduciary responsibility to keep things moving, keep things growing. And we've made the decision. We kind of designed this whole launch, process maybe about a month and a half ago. And Age and I have been working on, as well as Nick, on the whole marketing strategy on how we're going to go to market. We decided that we're going to focus first on the protocol, and then really start building out all the other different verticals that we have. So we'll go next, Mick. So let's look at kind of our ecosystem as a whole. Let's talk about branding. Obviously, Vitruveo is our blockchain, and that's the main base and the foundation of our entire project. With the protocol, we have a completely brand new website that we're going to be launching. It's going to be up very shortly, in probably within the hour. So there's a lot of really cool updates in terms of exhibit, the movies and blocks. We're going to be building out obviously dedicated websites for the movies. We're going to build that brand, build the website, build out the UI UX, put forth a lot of whiteboard videos and really explaining the entire system and the entire project. With Vlox, same thing. We're going to build that out. And Exhibit, we're going to, in time, probably Q1, we're going to convert that to an enterprise kind of presentation. It's going to look very clean. It's going to look very organized. And then all of these other features that we're going to be adding are going to be released very shortly. And it's just going to be awesome. I've seen a lot of the different mock-ups that we've done, and everything looks really, really spectacular. Okay, let's talk about the different phases of marketing on how we're going to do this. Obviously, marketing is super expensive in the crypto space. You can spend $40,000 on one, YouTuber post, literally to do an interview. So it is very, very expensive. And what we're going to do is we're going to break it up into three phases. Phase one is going to be from December 14th until December 31st. We're going to be, the marketing is really geared for pushing out the DEX launch. That's going to be the primary focus so that we can increase our socials, increase our wallets, increase our user base. We're going to test the marketing that we are going to be doing, and we're going to be looking at the ROI. We're going to review the KPIs, which are the key performance indicators of those marketing. And we're going to be tracking all the different links that are coming in from those marketing. So, if we're going to be doing, let's say, X marketing, we're going to have a dedicated tracking link that's going to link to our website. And we're going to be able to kind of really track the impression rate, the click-through rate, and all of those different metrics so that we can really test to see what marketing is working well. And then we can do A/B testing on our website to make little revisions to see, how people are responding to the landing page and how effective it is and how much of that traffic is actually generating into trades. So we're going to be kind of diving into that. We are going to find a new floor price for Pancake Swap. In during this period, that's going to be our kind of first goal after today, is really to determine what the public floor price is going to be. There's going to be a lot of volatility, guys. It's going to be a wild ride. I always joked with Nick that I'm just going to sit back and grab a drink and watch the craziness. And it is going to be the wild, wild west. There's going to be arbitrage going back and forth from our native DEX to Pancake Swap. Due to the liquidity, there might be price impact. I do want to say, uh, go easy. Just to our community. Obviously, there is still a lot of coins that are in wallets. We definitely do want to. This isn't the time to just try to max out your ROI. You're going to have huge price impact, as well as you're just going to fight against what we're trying to do, which is really trying to grow the user base. We, play with it, have fun with it, but don't try to make any huge wild swings. Cashing out, 50,000 Vitru or something like that. You're going to be disappointed. It's not time for that still. We really want to wait to let the marketing be effective so that we can increase the price, and then we'll get a new higher floor price. You're going to be so tempted to want to, do these wild liquidations. I would just encourage you, be patient, and just give it time to grow. This is an organic being, this protocol that we're building, and you do need to allow the protocol to develop a root system, to have a strong foundation, to bring in new users, to raise up the floor price, and then we'll have a little bit more. I guess, leeway for trading. Phase two is going to be, oh, I'm sorry, phase one, going back to that. Uh, so we are going to find the new floor price. Listing on Dex Screen or Dex Tools will automatically happen with volume on Pancake Swap. So we should see those lists happen once certain transaction volume and trade volume thresholds are met. So we should see that very shortly. I'm hoping that we can see it in the next week. So we'll see how that goes. We have contracted a marketing company who's going to be marketing to well over 200 Telegram investor groups that they have in their portfolio. These are professional crypto investors. These are active crypto investors. And we're using a very targeted approach to our marketing spend. We're not trying to do kind of a shotgun approach. We're really trying to use very tactical marketing, and we're going to market to where the money is. And all of these investors are seasoned crypto investors, and they're looking for really awesome opportunities. And a layer one blockchain that's going to market is going to raise a lot of eyebrows. So that's kind of where our marketing spend is going to be. The marketing agency is also going to be doing X advertising and then also social engagement. So this phase one is really going to be targeted to find out what our KPIs are, to see what our ROI is based on our spend. And then once we get that feedback, then we can kind of know what sort of multiple we have on our marketing spend. And that's the exciting thing about phase one, is we can really kind of pivot and see what's working, what's not, get key data that we'll know. So that way it's like, okay, we're getting a 10x ROI on our marketing spend from this vertical or this channel. So let's bring it up to 50,000. Now let's bring it up to 100,000. And then at that point, we can have more predictable results. So phase two is going to be January 1st and through 31st. That is going to be a huge push for our pre-list marketing strategy. So we're going to review the KPIs. We're going to increase the marketing spend accordingly. We will do a complete revamp of our YouTube channel. We're thinking about potentially archiving a lot of the development videos and then really kind of gearing it more to a rebrand in terms of our YouTube channel, putting very targeted videos there from videos that are in production right now, as well as whiteboard explainer videos, making it very professional, making it very enterprise, and so that's going to be coming up soon. We're going to grow the social engagement. Obviously, Nick has, what are you up to now, Nick? Maybe 60,000 followers or something on his own private X. We're going to transition a lot of those followers over to the Vitruveo channel, and we have the agency is going to be working with us on growing that social reach as well. We're then going to expand the marketing to KOLs, which are, of course, YouTubers, TikTok influencers, that sort of thing. We have about 16 that we're looking at right now that we do actually have data. These were provided by the marketing agency that we're working with. So we don't have to take a lot of unnecessary risks. We kind of know what the ROI is based on those specific KOLs. So we're going to be releasing that through that time period and doing tests. And then the film vertical branding, the Vlox website, all of that, we're going to be working on the background with that as well. Phase three is going to be February 1st through December 31st. This is going to be our post tier two sex list. A lot of people have been asking why we haven't or why we're not considering tier one lists or a tier zero. A tier zero would be, like your Coinbase or your Binance. Tier ones would be like your KuCoins or your OXL or one of these bigger chains. The problem is that they have huge listing fees, in some cases, $100,000 just for a listing fee. And you have to have certain volume standards and metrics that are, you have to hit certain thresholds. And we're not there yet. We feel comfortable with the approach that we're doing, that we will be able to hit those thresholds in February, God willing. So the strategy from February 1st through 31st is going to be increasing again the marketing spend, hiring public relations or incorporating public relations into the marketing strategy to really build the social engagement, really to write a lot of news articles about Vitruveo. On the website, we are going to be introducing a lot of blog posting, which is going to be dissecting a lot of our spotlights that we've done, as well as some of the new media that we've produced into little clips. And a lot of those are going to be disseminated, marketed out, not just on our website, but on socials and also distributed through PR. And then that way we can increase social engagement. We are, as I mentioned, retaining a marketing agency to manage the companies for all four verticals. So at that point, rather than just marketing the protocol, we'll then expand into exhibit, blocks, films, and building out that marketing for each vertical. I did write a post earlier on that we are going to be expanding the team during this time to appoint department heads for these verticals. Nick taking more of a back seat from the CTO role or developer role and taking on more of a CEO role. And then we'll be looking to bring on a chief strategy officer in order to go out and find new partnerships, new developers, and attain or go to various conferences, hackathons, that sort of thing to get people to build on chain. We really do want to do a huge injection of marketing capital in the February range. So the more forgiving you guys are on your ROI through trading, the more money we can potentially have for marketing. So that's why I'm kind of trying to encourage everybody just to take it easy, relax a little bit, do some fun trades, and wait until we can really increase the marketing spend. And then that way we can kind of hit those numbers with such a low total supply that we have. We can then start to see price action and green candles, which is exactly what we want. We'll go next, Nick. So some of the marketing channels that we're going to be engaging, obviously Telegram, X, those are going to be done as soon as tomorrow. We're going to start that. The KOLs, public relations, and banner ads is going to be more pushed into most likely phase two. But at least that way we can get some traction and evaluate the KPIs, like I said, so we can determine what our marketing spend and the return on investment is on those efforts. Let's go next. Okay. We've got a new website. It's going to be live here pretty soon. It's going to be a lot more, there's a lot of animation on it, and some of it might not register here well on the slide. But there is going to be a lot more interaction. We will have a countdown timer for the DEX listing, the SEX listing. There's my crazy mug. We obviously have a new keynote that we're marketing for the Dex launch and our pre-list launch strategy. So we really want to get more interactive. We want to have a very, very marketable, dynamic website with a lot of calls to action. And we've been working with Age, and Age has done an incredible job on the rebranding of the website. And, obviously, Nick and I have been working on the keynotes. We've got about three keynotes done. We're publishing the first keynote, which is my keynote, just launching pre-list strategy. And then we will most likely in January be releasing the keynote for Exhibit, as well as a supplemental keynote for the protocol by Nick. So those are things that are exciting and coming up very, very soon. And we'll go next, Nick. And that's all I got.
All right, that's amazing. So amazing. Such excitement. We knew we had to do it, but I think a lot of people in the community are impatient. But we have to do this in a strategic manner. We have to do things, at the right time when we are ready for it. And also, uh, the coin is public and things like that. So we're doing that now and really excited about it. So all around, lots of exciting news today. If you join us late, the key big news is tomorrow we'll be launching the Vitru token on PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain. So that's the big news. And let me go ahead and let's start taking some of these questions here now, and go into that.
Yeah, we've got one from Aris. Great to see you. Will Vitro pair BNB and ETH on Uniswap and PancakeSwap? We didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna again take things very deliberately and slowly. We'll figure things out. So we don't want to sort of overshadow the Vitru token launch on these. So we're gonna stick with that. But definitely later on we'll talk about Vitro being on there also. No
Mhm.
issues.
Okay. And what's going to be the launch price? The big question on Vitru on BSC tomorrow.
I think you'll see. You have to wait
You'll
and see.
see. Little surprise. We
Yeah,
got to have some mystery here.
yeah.
Do you see any others, Nick? I was presenting. I was kind of behind on the chats. A lot of
Uh,
positive feedback. Everybody is super excited. Sex names. We have two that we are kind of focused on. We're not going to release those names yet, but we will have an update on that very, very soon.
I'll make sure. I think a lot of people want to see this deck. So give me 1 second. I just changed the permissions on it. So it'll be available now to everybody. There we
Mhm.
go. So uh, you can look at this deck now at that the link that's posted. Yeah, I think there's not a whole lot to say after that. I mean, we're gonna be on PancakeSwap. That's it. So, but as Mike said, I encourage everyone to think of the ecosystem as a whole and not do not get into destructive kind of actions there. Be smart about your trades, and just know that there's a lot of marketing coming, and it's going to change things. Marketing doesn't have a big impact. So please be prudent with your trades. And also, I do feel I must call this out. Please, I don't want to see the when launch. Those two words they are like um we are past that, folks. We are past that now. Okay. So if
When
you feel
list.
ah uh,
I don't think we
yeah.
should have to see that anymore. This question here, so sex listing on January 28th. What we're saying is by January 31st. On my video, I said January 31st, just because we wanted to give it enough time, but What I'm going to say today is by January 31st. That's going to be the goal.
Yeah.
How much liquidity? Do we want to get into that, or do we want to leave that a mystery?
We'll leave that for
Yeah,
it's just tomorrow. You'll see everything,
yeah,
So
yeah.
Kelly
Okay.
says, "When Lambo Nick, they're never gonna find me in a Lambo ever, ever. Period. I'm happy with my car. I like it. Um,
That's
and
great.
here's Yama. Yeah, 14 new LPs on Vitru. Woohoo!
That's amazing. Wow, that's great. Um, what time is the token becoming live?
That's at 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Pacific time.
Tomorrow. Yeah, Pacific
Yeah. Let
time,
me
1
let me go
p.m.
find
Pacific time tomorrow.
let me go find that slide, and we'll put that back up here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here is the slide in question. Uh, yep, that's it. And just so everyone knows, that's 2:30 a.m. for me, and that's after I have made a day trip to Bangalore. So I'll be coming from the airport and then getting on my computer here, and we'll do a flashlight. I think we'll hop on there and
Yeah.
and do the
Yeah, we'll do
flash.
it. That'll be fun. But that's a
Yeah,
typical day for you, Nick. Just
yeah,
2
yeah.
a.m., running errands, getting stuff done, launching a
Yeah.
protocol.
Um,
Impatience, you will get destroyed. Yes, Phantom.
yes.
Impatience is the worst thing that you can do in crypto. I do want to say we have a very, very unique opportunity, guys. A very unique opportunity. As a crypto investor, aside from being a part of this project, uh, I will say that patience is there is a time to go crazy and be super attentive and trade really actively. That's when you get into the token and that sort of thing. If you're going into investing and hodling, blockchains is the thing to do. You want to accumulate as much Vitru as you possibly can, hold it, stake it for more rewards, and those are the people that are going to uh, historically do the best is people that are hodling AVAX, BSC or BNB, ETH, Bitcoin. And we're no different. It's yes, sure, you can kind of trade it like a meme token if you'd like, but that's really not where uh, large returns come from, is through trying to make, $10 here, $10 there. It's really through accumulating and holding in a tier one blockchain. So we encourage you to have that approach. Really support Max's project. Trade some, find some opportunities on new projects that are coming in. And yeah, that's all I would say to that.
Yeah.
What else do we have, Nick?
I think that's about it. I'm sure there's going to be tons of discussions in Discord, and we'll follow up from there. But right now, I got to focus on getting everything ship shape for tomorrow. So this has been a good out of band kind of spotlight. We wanted to make sure that we had everything covered in order to present this information, and so we had to take that 1 day delay. But this is good. This is great. I'm looking forward to it. I have not been active on Pancake Swap before. I just use Uniswap, so this is a great opportunity for me to spend more time and learn about it. And it's great. I look at the UI, etc. It's very, very nice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we had teased that there would be some big announcements coming here. I hope we did not disappoint. I feel like we did not disappoint.
Yeah.
I don't know what
So
else we could do that could top this right now. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's I've been so excited for today. We will be posting a Discord announcement on all of the updates today. So if you're joining late, feel free to join us in Discord, and I'll have an announcement pretty soon here. Look for the website going live very soon. We'll also do another announcement on that when it's live, so you guys can check it out and enjoy it. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or the community managers in Discord. We're there to support you on your journey with Vitruveo. And thank you, thank you, thank you, community. I can't say that enough. We would be nothing without the community. And we hope that everybody is excited for this next transition as we usher in 2025.
Absolutely. I did see one question earlier that I think it's important to kind of address here, which is about fees, the bridge fees and gas fees. All right. So
Mhm.
for the next 30 days, we're going to pay all the bridge fees. That is the 25 cent either direction bridge fee. We'll take care of that. On Pancake Swap with BSC, we'll also take care of the gas. When we do launch the Ethereum one on Uniswap, there will be a gas fee that you will need to pay because that is quite high and we cannot absorb that at this point. So Binance, nothing, no bridge fee, no gas fee. On Ethereum, no bridge fee, but there will be a gas fee. So that's it. But yeah, thank you everyone. Love the community, appreciate all your support, and really appreciate your patience and your faith. We've been going at this very slowly and deliberately, and I know uh, it's sometimes difficult to connect the dots and see what's happening. But trust me, we are doing things in a very methodical way and making sure that we've got a solid foundation to grow on. I see some questions here about when some of the other projects, etc. We've got a hands full, folks. We've got a hands full with this. This is huge, and so some of the other projects they're working on, we just have to take a little bit of a back burner for right now. It's also coming up on the holidays, and so a lot of people are not available to work, at the 18 hours per day that we normally work. So we do have to give a little bit of a breather on it and focus on the protocol right now and the coins, and make sure that all of that really um, is stellar. Everything is as perfect as we can make it. So thanks everyone, and we'll probably, like I said, hop on a live here tomorrow at lunchtime, and we'll get on a flashlight, and we'll be talking to you then. So see you all then. Thanks again, and have a great rest of your day. And thanks, Mike. We'll see you. Bye bye.
Yes.